Imagine a door, ancient and weathered, standing silently in the shadows. A door that no one in town has dared to open for generations. Sounds like a plot from a horror movie, right? The kind that sends shivers down your spine. Well, in our quaint little town, this eerie scenario is a reality that has intrigued and terrified us for years. This mysterious door, tucked away in a forgotten corner of the old library, has been the source of endless rumors and wild speculation for as long as I can remember. It's covered in thick cobwebs and layers of dust, with a rusty padlock that looks like it hasn't been touched in decades, if not centuries. Every town has its quirks, its own unique mysteries, but this door is on a whole other level of strange and enigmatic. People whisper about it in hushed tones, their eyes wide with a mixture of fear and fascination, as if speaking too loudly might awaken whatever lies behind it. Some say it leads to a secret chamber filled with ancient treasures, hidden away from prying eyes and greedy hands. Others claim it's a portal to another dimension, guarded by a three-headed monster with a peculiar fondness for polka music, a tale as whimsical as it is terrifying. Even the children, with their boundless curiosity, dare each other to get close, but none have ever been brave enough to touch it. The town's historical records make no mention of its origin, adding to the enigma and fueling the imaginations of those who dare to wonder. At night, the door seems to take on a life of its own, casting an eerie glow that beckons and warns in equal measure. Town meetings often end with heated debates about what should be done, but no one has ever had the courage to take the first step. And so, the door remains closed, a silent guardian of its secrets, waiting for the one who dares to unlock its mysteries. Dark. Now, I'm not one to believe in tall tales, but there's something about that door that sends shivers down my spine. Maybe it's the way the air always seems colder around it. Or maybe it's the strange noises that sometimes emanate from behind its weathered surface. Scratching sounds, muffled whispers, the occasional burst of maniacal laughter. Our town librarian, a frail old man with a penchant for conspiracy theories, swears that the door is a gateway to a parallel universe. He claims to have seen glimpses of this other world through the keyhole, a world where dinosaurs still roam free and everyone communicates through interpretive dance. Of course, most people dismiss the librarian's stories as the ramblings of a man who spent too much time surrounded by dusty books. They laugh it off, thinking he's just a relic of the past, lost in his own world of ancient texts and forgotten lore. But what if there's more to his tales than mere fantasy? But even the biggest skeptics can't deny the strange occurrences that plague anyone who dares to get too close to the door. Whispers in the night, shadows that move on their own, and an eerie feeling that something is watching you. These are not just coincidences, they are signs that something otherworldly is at play. There's the story of Old Man Withers, who claimed that the door tried to eat his hat. He was a man of few words, but the terror in his eyes spoke volumes. He swore he felt a force pulling at him, trying to drag him into the unknown. And then there's Mrs. Higgins, who insists that the doorknob whispered her name in a seductive French accent. She was a skeptic herself until that fateful day. Now she avoids the door at all costs, convinced that it holds a dark secret. These tales, as outlandish as they may seem, only add to the mystique surrounding the forbidden door. Each story, each encounter, adds another layer to the enigma, making it even more compelling and terrifying. It's like a giant question mark, daring us to uncover its secrets. What lies behind it? Is it a portal to another dimension, a gateway to the past, or something even more unimaginable? But what if the truth is even stranger than fiction? What if the door is not just a door, but a key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe? What if the door really does hold the key to another world? A world filled with wonders and dangers beyond our wildest imaginations? A place where the rules of reality don't apply and anything is possible. The only way to find out is to take the leap and step through the door. Section 4. The day we opened the door. One day, a group of us, fueled by curiosity and maybe a little too much coffee, decided to finally solve the mystery of the forbidden door. We gathered in front of the mysterious portal, armed with crowbars, flashlights, and a healthy dose of apprehension. With bated breath, and racing hearts, we pried open the ancient lock. The door creaked open, revealing a broom cupboard, a very ordinary, very dusty broom cupboard. Section 5, the big reveal. We stood there for a moment, jaws agape, staring at the mundane contents of the once forbidden room. It was as if time had stopped, and we were frozen in that moment of sheer disbelief. All those years of speculation, all those wild theories, and it all boiled down to a few brooms and a rusty bucket. The room was nothing more than a forgotten storage space filled with neglected cleaning supplies. Turns out, the library had undergone some renovations decades ago, and this room, once part of a grander space, had been walled off and forgotten. It was a relic of the past, hidden away behind layers of dust and neglect. The strange noises? Probably just rats. The scurrying sounds that had fueled our imaginations were nothing more than the movements of small rodents. The whispers, our imaginations running wild. We had let our minds create stories and scenarios that were far from reality. So much for portals to other dimensions and three-headed monsters. Our fantasies had been vivid, but the truth was far more ordinary. Sometimes the truth is far less exciting than the stories we tell ourselves. We had built up this mystery in our minds, only to find that reality was much simpler. But hey, at least we finally solved the mystery of the forbidden door. The sense of relief and accomplishment was undeniable. And that's a story we can laugh about for years to come. It may not have been the grand adventure we imagined, but it was a journey we'll never forget.